What do comedians do when we get off stage? Like a lot of other jobs, our co-workers become our second family. So once a month, I invite my comedian friends to bring over a homemade dish and a great story, and we hang out in my kitchen. Cheers. I just want to say I'm thankful to have my funny friends here and telling some funny stories. So this is great, eating some great food. Salud. And this is where the magic happens. Everybody brings a dish, everybody brings a story. We sit, we eat, we talk a little about the food. What do we have here? We got this frittata, right?
Yeah, it's egg and artichoke, garlic, of course, because that's by law. I have to have garlic and potato frittata. You can eat it anytime.
Beautiful. I should probably, because you guys
want me to cut it as we...
Yeah. Why don't we do that? There's the knife. You know knives.
Yeah.
And,
Stop. No, I know knives more than you imagine. I know knives. We were in Israel together.
We'll be talking about it. So we got the frittata. So Tammy, Dean, you guys know each other. Phil, you guys kind of know each other. And we got the frittata here. So that's going to be that looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Tammy and I, we met each other on Last Comic Standing, the first round.
The first round.
Was it the second season or
Second
something like
season.
that?
Mm-hmm.
And then we got booked recently to do this tour in Israel together. We were waiting to hear about this announcement, whether Trump was going to move the embassy or not. And we were in Tel Aviv, down the block from the embassy.
Wow.
Literally, which was great for the first 8 days.
Yeah, right.
Nice to be by an embassy.
Centrally located.
I can only tell you this. I woke up and I was just, you know how you fall asleep with the TV on, and it was the news. And all I hear is, Americans should leave Israel as fast as possible. If you plan your exit strategies, and I'm like, we have 2 more days. And it wouldn't matter except that we've been advertising now since the entire time we've been in the country that this American comedian show is coming, and we're in Tel Aviv. So it wouldn't have mattered except that we have now said, if you have rage, here's a good place for you to practice. You know what I mean?
Here's a good place to go find it.
But the funniest thing was we had a Sabbath dinner there or something like that. So it's the next morning, a Shabbat dinner.
You're the Jew and I.
We had this conversation about weapons in a car, like weapons you can carry in a car. Okay. And like, I have this club in my car, and she's like, you can't carry clothes, so that might get confiscated. Can I say this thing about that? Okay. She's like, an antenna. That's a good weapon because you can whip someone and it looks like part of the car. And I'm like, but you got to get that trajectory. She's like, that's where you take the tip off. Sharpen in, you can shoot them out.
I'm a woman on the road for 20 years by myself, right? I got a very Laura Croft background. Like, I know how to take care of me.
Look, why am I thinking here?
Like, Weinstein couldn't have pulled that on me but once. It would not have been listen, we were in the West Bank, okay?
Yeah.
Our tour guide, our driver was strapped.
Yeah.
Okay?
He was like a little nerdy dude with a Glock in his belt. The last day when
they declared the 3 days of rage, we're on our own for some reason, by the way. We're on our own that day, but we had no security that day. I don't know what it was. It was just scheduled that way. Mm-hmm. So all these other days when things are happy, we have a tour guide with a gun. This last day when they're like, Americans get out, we're like, hey, it's us.
He found his exit strategy.
Yeah, people talking into their shoulder at breakfast. You're like, wait, what's going on? And then that night they announced they're moving the embassy right before. You were reading it to me right before I went on stage. You're reading it. The embassy's getting moved. Man. You were like, I'm sleeping in the airport. And I'm like, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So this guy came up to me and he's squeezing my arm. And he's going, American? Yes, American? And I told you I was going to do this. I was like, no, I might have from down under. Just checking it out. Just checking it out, bought some coffee.
I told him. So you know what I did?
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't get to follow up with this story, but my mother-in-law has an Italian passport. So I call my brother-in-law, and I'm like, take a picture of Ma's passport. And he's like, what are you talking about? I go, not the inside, the outside. So he took a picture. It's red, okay? They took a picture. I took it over down to the desk. They had a color copier. They blew it up.
Wow.
I cut it out and I put my passport inside it. So when I
wow,
was
smart.
walking in the
That's smart.
airport, and my flight
20
was
years
going
on
to
the
Rome.
road. That's it.
Wow.
So I was
That's-
going to
that's-
Rome on Alitalia, and I'm Italian. I look like I'm
why I
Italian.
love this chick.
Like,
That's why I love
I'm
this chick.
That's like Mission
I'm
Impossible.
not-
shit.
That's
No,
she found
fam.
the Kinkos.
I got a kid. I gotta go home.
Oh, no.
I am Liam
wow.
Neeson. I got some skills that we're gonna get. I'm getting out of here.
So I hear this knock on the door. I open the door.
I had to put
She hands me this napkin. There's another steak knife in the napkin. And I was like,
And
that's
I
a
just
good idea.
walked
And my
away.
wife's on the phone like 3 days of rage. I'm like, thank you. This is great. I'm beside a fanny pack. So I'm walking around. I got the steak knife in the fanny pack. She has her steak knife in her bag. Like, we're strapped. We're ready.
They're gonna have to work for this. They might be coming,
Right,
but
right.
they're gonna have to work.
They gotta
Like,
earn it.
I don't think that anybody can get over. I'm saying, listen, you can take me, but you're gonna have to work.
Yeah,
That's
you're gonna-
it. It's not. It's
You're
not
going to get
be
stuck.
easy.
She got the steak knife. I got the steak knife. We're in it. My wife's
it
calling.
rained.
Then it rained. Right.
And then it rained, and
The next
they
day.
called it off because apparently
The rain.
you can be rageful,
Rage
but
got-
if it messes up your hair, you gotta put that rage on hold.
The rage got rained out.
This is more. Wait, next time.
Thursday.
Well, before I forget, I want to give you this. Just when I hear that, you really deserve it. So I want to give you this. I want to give you this.
Just so you know, Phil.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it.
Thank God I didn't
No, it's
fly
got a
here.
button.
Where's my button? Where's the
Your
button?
button's on the side.
Oh,
You
wait
see
a
the button
second.
right there.
Show me. Let me.
There you go.
Is it a comb? Wow. I thought it was a Fonzie comb.
No,
You got
it ain't a
me now.
Fonzie comb.
Is this really for me? I
That's
might
for
cry.
you, honey. That's for you.
This, I'll be like Tiffany Haddish winning the Critics Award. I got 20 minutes to talk about this. This is the sweetest thing anybody ever did for me right here.
I was so nervous. I must have sounded like a Chinese Woody Allen. Like, that's a brown rice ball with the umeboshi plum and seaweeds wrapped around. You see, I'm a very strict vegetarian. I'm what you call a Hasidic Orthodox macrobiotic vegetarian.